Hello YouTube. Today I am putting together a cat tree because I received one in the mail today from my parents. Shout out my parents. And I just unwrapped it and it looks very fucking complicated. So I figured I'd document the process and we'll see how it goes. This is what we're supposed to be making. Like, my parents sent me a screenshot of the, Amazon listing or whatever, and I was like, God damn, that's a fucking penthouse. So, my dumbass, stupid, freeloading, spoiled cat is about to get herself a fucking penthouse. Also, Max is here helping, he's observing, he's really not doing a whole lot of helping. So, the first step is this. It looks like I have to take this piece and somehow fit 4 of these and screw them in there to kind of keep it held up. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but you know, we live and we learn. So it says I need 4 of these eye pieces. So by golly, I've gotten them. And here, let me turn it around so you can see what we're doing. Basically, I have to just kind of shove this back there and hope that it stays straight up. So I'm about a third of the way through making just this initial part. This is step 1 of this, by the way. And out of all the things I've done to appease my cat, this is certainly one of them. This is incredibly hard to work with. I'm also kind of scared that I'm going to just rip the upholstery off while I'm kind of shoving these things in here. So there's that. Hi Max, someone just went out the door, so we had to go check it out. Did it check out? Is it what you thought it was? Also, this thing that holds the screws, one of the hardest things I've ever broken into in my life. And they supply you with an Allen wrench, but you know, you know how those go. I am hoping that this gets easier to put together as I put more of these things in, but also I am kind of dreading having to do this exact same thing for this monstrosity. So I'm hoping that there's nothing else that's kind of insane like this, because actually, what the hell? So she better fucking use this cat tree when I'm done, or, I don't know, maybe I'll cook her up into a stew or something. You know, I have spent entirely too long on just this first bit, but at least it's done. And I will say, it did get easier once I got to the 3rd and 4th little beams, but I'm happy to be done with this one, and I'm just gonna kind of do some mining off screen until this one's done. Alright, this one is done. Again, I'm not crazy about how long this has taken so far. This is step 2. But at least now we get to the fun part, I hope, because step 3 says we are starting with the base, and then just kind of putting these things on it. Yo, check this out. So we've got perfectly according to the picture with the scratching post on this one. I definitely didn't fuck it up at first and need to redo it. And so now it looks like we get to take the L shape and combine it with these stairs. But I'm going to tell you right now, she's never going to use them. My cat is never going to use them. I think she will just slide right off. What do you think about that? He's so cute. I love him. You're a good boy. You are. I love you. Okay. Yeah. Yo, Max, dap me up. Good boy! So, I have to get a different kind of screw that I haven't quite opened up yet. And just to give you an idea of what I'm kind of going through here. Like, you know, usually you can just kind of like punch through it, you know, like with your fingernails. At least I can. But they've got me like putting in some elbow grease on this bitch. It even got to the point where I tried to like kind of like dig into it with something, and that is not without effort. Thanks, Amazon. I had to kind of bend it a little bit because I don't know if you see how that's like not flush at all. It was worse, trust me. So I'm not crazy about the like just the angledness of that, I would say. But at least we got staircase, baby. So the next part was just to like kind of set this on top. And then we're supposed to take this bitch, my worst enemy, and kind of bolt it down. So I have to like line this up with the very perfectly punctured hole in the upholstery on the platform, and then get through to the, of course, perfectly punched hole in this pole here. Also, sorry for just the me hunched all weird angle. There's really not a better place for me to film this. Also, I will say I've misplaced the Allen wrench a total of, I don't know, just in a real ballpark estimate, 50 times. So, like, I'm almost convinced that Max has something to do with it. I think he keeps taking it and hiding it from me because he hates me and he hates fun. Because that's what I'm having right now building this. I would not call this effort successful. The screw E needs to be threaded through A, D, and finally screwed into 25, as it so succinctly told me in the instructions. Oh, when it gets screwed into 25, it will be finally. But this is maybe step 6 of the 12 steps. I'm halfway through building this. Can you believe that? I can't. This is why I've just been cutting towards when I'm done with a part, because most of it is just struggling until I find the perfect sweet spot. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Man, fuck this screw. Fuck this bitch. Fuck that screw in particular. Need to be threaded through A and D and finally into 25. Fuck you, 25. Alright, so I've done this part, which is this tall scratching post, which I like that the scratching posts are in the same spot. And then I had to do this like medium-sized one, and I had to screw this one up from this. And now I've got this like ledge thing. Note that the distance between the two pillars is relatively short, and do not assemble errors during installation. I had to read that a couple times to try and figure out what the hell they meant by that, but basically, because there's like a spot here, and then there's a spot over here, so they didn't want me to like install it like this, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is just kind of, just real easy, like just kind of, yeah, just like that. And then it wants me to put another one of these little guys on it. So, by God, that's what I'm about to do. I also feel like that's maybe a little tilted this way. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If Sasha falls off, she falls off, I guess. We've reached the part where I get to install this thing. And it looks like it's just gonna kinda get set generally in this area, and then I get to screw it down. Dude, she better fucking use this. I swear to God. At least with this, I can kind of just like poke it through a little bit to line it up, and it's not just blind rummaging around. Because, like, actually fuck that from the previous steps. Not a fan. Now we get to put bits on top of this thing because there's more levels, I guess. So I get to put this here and secure it. Okay, so now we get to top it off with the icing on the cake, which is these, goes up top, and we just get to kind of spin it around like a pizza. I will say, if Sasha tries to go on either of these just flat ones, she is falling right the fuck off. Yo, maybe I can spin her like a Beyblade though. She'd be about as sharp as one. Probably sharper. And we're done. This thing is huge. Like, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I'm 5'5", and like that comes up to about like shoulder height on me. That's fucked up. My cat should not be able to look me in the eyes, but like she's totally going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? And as far as placement goes, I wasn't really sure where to put it, so I just kind of put it in this weird little corner. I was gonna put it here, but like, that's where the door is. I don't want to like trip on her, you know what I'm saying? So now it's time to go get her and see if she likes it. Sasha, check it out. Sasha, come here. Look. Whoa! Holy shit, right? So, you've never gone in that in your life. I got that for you a year ago, and you don't want it. But look, Sasha, I just spent like hours building this for you. Do you want it? Please? Do you want to go in the cat tree? Do you like it? You want to hang out over there? Isn't that nice? See, that's cool. The only thing you can play with? Yeah. Right? You guys get it. See, that's nice. Whoa. You know, you can check out the other sides too. You don't have to just stay where I put you. But that's your own tail. That is your own tail. That is your own tail, Sasha. Okay. No, you're not going up there. I make you a whole ass fucking cat tree. You're not interested. Like, you don't even care, Sasha. You know who does care? Max. Come on in. Max, check it out. You wanna go on the cat tree? You wanna go on the Max tree? Which is what it's gonna become if someone doesn't fucking use it. You wanna go on the Max tree? Okay. Do neither of my kids want to hang out on the fucking treehouse I just built them? Oh, Sasha. You're gonna spin yourself like a Beyblade. Here, Squash, come here. Like, nobody fucking asked you. Sasha, come here. You're into it. Max is into it. You gonna let Max take it, or are you gonna, like, defend this as your home? This is your fortress. This is your pet house. I'll kill you. I will. There you go. Yeah. She's a little confused, but she's got the spirit. Well, thanks for joining me. I wish I could say this has been fun. It hasn't. And I wish I could say that my cat liked the cat treat that I spent too fucking long on, but I can't. I opened up the door to go like grab my drink, and I opened up and then forgot out there, and she left immediately. So, at least I got Max though. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.